behind the scene and all that.
High testosterone.
Testosterone is the masculine gene thingy.
It's like my math class, man. Everyone sits in the back.
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I request silence. All eyes on me. Thank you.
No.
Okay, welcome to the 2026 for the 2027 year presentation of themes.
Let's go!
They're gonna present first. We're gonna listen, and if you have questions, how are you filming? If you have questions, please keep them in your hand and ask them at the end, or ask them whenever. They're gonna tell you whatever. I don't care that much. For the video, please film like one every time, not like 1 hour long video. Like
Yeah.
5 different videos.
Yeah.
We have 5 presentations. Please be nice to them, even if you don't like their theme, or if you do, then good for you. But we don't want to hear you whispering. I can hear you.
You're losing points, you're losing points.
If you can't see anything, just tell me. I'll open the lights. But yeah, applause for them.
Yay!
If you have questions, feel free to ask them during the presentation, but we will be going by different ideas for the kiosk main tutorial video and then the regular main video. So our proposed theme is Phineas and Ferb, and we chose this because everyone knows Phineas and Ferb, or at least most people know Phineas and Ferb, so it's really recognizable. And the second reason we chose this is because there's usually some kind of robotic invention involved in the show between either Phineas and Ferb or Doofenshmirtz. So there's plenty of ways we could play with that idea for our theme. So starting off with the kiosk ideas, I was thinking that the background that we could use for the kiosk are going to be obviously the background that Phineas and Ferb resides in, because that's where most of their inventions take place. And then one of the different locations for Doofenshmirtz's lab, because they're all over the place, but as long as we have inventions in the background, it could also work. And other ideas could be the communication room between Major Monogram and Perry, whenever Perry has to receive his missions. Although it's not that very important, if we have to scrap it, we can, because it's more like a secondary theme that everyone knows for the show. It's not as iconic as Doofenshmirtz's lab or the backyard for Phineas and Ferb. And then the other image is just demonstrating the more of Doofenshmirtz's lab that we could show, showing all of the gadgets in the background. And for the mascots that we could have for our theme, it could be either Phineas and Ferb or Doofenshmirtz and Perry, since they are also a duo. And the costumes would be really easy. It would be putting on different clothes and putting on wigs with different colored hair, or buying a Perry costume. So not very expensive. Or we could do all of them. It's possible. But yeah, these are the main characters that people know from the show. And for the ideas for the games, they make all sorts of contraptions or inventions that could be turned into the games, like the robot dog or the UFO invention they have, or Doofenshmirtz's weird innators that aren't usually rays of some sort. They can be turned into games, although I'm not sure what games we could turn them into, so it's subject to more brainstorming. So do you have something to say?
Not for this thing.
Okay. And for the tutorial video, I was thinking that it's either going to be Phineas and Ferb or Doofenshmirtz demonstrating how to properly do things, or safety protocols that would be handled when doing robotics activities.
Like they could be explaining one part of their invention, for example, as one of the things they do a tutorial about. That could be fun, I think.
And so the main video idea that we have for the theme is that it's going to play out like a regular episode where there's Phineas and Ferb stating that they're bored, and then they're gonna make an invention, and then it cuts to Perry and Doofenshmirtz, and then Doofenshmirtz reveals an invention that has to do with the CRC, so it could be like his CRC robotiinator, which will let him win the competition, or he wants to sabotage the CRC competition for whatever purposes he has. And for extra ideas we could include are like, for example, a Doofenshmirtz sad backstory, since those are pretty entertaining, like that time his parents failed to show up to his birth. Or if anyone has any musical talent, we could like write a song. It doesn't even have to be relevant to the plot, like Scrolls in My Pants, which is really not relevant to the plot of the episode besides Candace having scrolls in her pants. So we can stretch the creativity with that. If any of you have any ideas or musical talent that you'd like to put to shine. And that is the end of my
Now it's time for questions, guys.
Yes.
So let's go back to the characters, right? My question is, how would you tackle the heads? Like the geometrical shape of the heads is not really natural, are they?
Well, I don't know. I'm guessing we could just put on wigs and then do as close as we can with like the clothes and the hairstyle.
Or
Like a real life remake.
Live action.
Live action.
It's not, we're not gonna be animated, you know.
if we really want to
Chris
keep
Pratt
the shape, we
Doofenshmirtz.
can buy a mascot thing like for the pea shooter 2 years ago, or we could make him in papier-mâché, I guess.
Oh,
I have a question. So, theoretically, if we're like doing this and it goes to the main video, would we be having like Perry played by a Stucky or a person?
Yeah, I know that there's a.
If so, I've already been painted blue before.
I think there's already like a Perry the Platypus costume out there somewhere, so we could just buy that, I
I know how
guess.
to cartwheel.
Ethan, you're making it sound like you really want to get on board.
Please guys, let's keep this PG.
I wear a fedora.
We are still in school, please. Okay, any other questions?
Yes. Is this like, do we film in the summer, because technically the show's in the summer, and then to get the best version of the trees, it should be in the summer.
We should not start. We should not.
So I mean, most of the episodes are in the summer, but I think there are
There is winter episodes,
there are some episodes that have snow or take place in the winter. For some reason, despite it being like 104 days in the summer.
No, but one thing, it doesn't matter like the accuracy so much like during the temperature, because we need to start in September. We can't start before that because we need to wait for the new members. But what you can do is just, it doesn't matter if it's like in the snow. You can still film it in the snow and say it's the winter, or like adapt it for like a crazy plot for the episode. It can be like they said in the winter.
It could be the Christmas special.
Yeah.
So I would like to add something. The video could start with, so you all know the theme song of 104 Days Till Summer Vacation. Instead of summer vacation, you could say CRC competition.
Yeah.
So that could change like the script of the story. It doesn't really matter. You can adapt it from whatever. Okay. Are we good?
But we have to say CRT competition because you say competition twice.
Let's clap.
Yay!